Hi, welcome to CIS. I'm Miss Rochelle. I will be your virtual math teacher. Just wanted to give you a little bit of information about how I run things here in Chandler and what my expectations for math. So first of all, math is from 8 to 10. That is my virtual class time. Okay, that does not mean you have to get up and do your work between 8 and 10. Okay, you have all day. That's just the time I'm available. Okay, so I will do Google Meets every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30. It used to be 9, so those of you that are staying with me, I'm moving it to 9:30 so that I have some more time to work with individuals. Okay, so just because my meet is at 9:30 on Tuesday and Thursday does not mean I can't meet other days. So all you have to do is let me know. Okay, I can still meet with you individually if you want. So best way to get a hold of me to let me know that you need to meet with me is either through Clever, through the messages app on Clever, or through an email. Okay, if you message me through email or on Clever, I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you message me on Google Classroom, chances are I'm not going to see that because often I don't see those messages. Okay, all right, so assignments. Assignments will be done. You will get a video almost every day on Edpuzzle. Okay, the Edpuzzles will give you all the information that you need on the notes that we're taking in class, the examples, answering questions. Usually I will ask questions along the way that you'll have to answer, and then I will give you the correct answer. That way if you missed it, you'll hopefully understand it. And if you got it right, then great. Now you got a little extra explanation. Okay, Edpuzzles, you're required to watch them every time. If I say take notes at the beginning of it, then I expect you to be taking those notes so that you have that information. Anytime we do practice problems, I expect for you to be doing them in your journal. That way everything's in one condensed place so that when we get ready to take our next CBA, which will be the mock, or when we have to take our STAR test, you'll be prepared and you'll have a specific place where everything's located. Okay? Anyways, on the videos, you have to watch the video all the way to the end. If you don't watch it all the way to the end, then it does not give you credit. Therefore, I will not give you credit. Okay? Sometimes I will take grades on it, just depending on what the questions and how hard it is. Okay? Sometimes they're pretty easy. After you finish the video, then you will do the assignment, which is usually a worksheet. I'm going to do some flip grids, and I'm going to throw in some Padlets this 9 weeks too. Okay? This 9 weeks. So be watching for those. The worksheets come on a site called TeacherMade. When you click on the worksheet, and I'll show you in just a few minutes, when you click on the worksheet, it asks you to sign in with Google. So you'll sign in with Google, and then you'll fill in all the information, and I'll go over that in just a few minutes. But please make sure that you watch the video all the way to the end, answer all the questions, and then that you do the assignments, okay? Guys, work must be completed daily, okay? You need to get your work done daily. This is so that you can be considered present for class, because if you don't do your work, you're considered absent, and then it can go against you for truancy and stuff, and we don't want that. No, you just log in daily and do something, and then you're done, okay? Get it done. I don't give you, honestly, I give the face-to-face kids more work than I give y'all. So you'll be okay. I promise. It's not too much. I don't do Khan Academy. I think Mr. Cox did Khan Academy some. I don't really do Khan Academy. So if you are still doing Khan Academy, that's great. That's something you can work on extra, but it will not count towards anything that you do here. Okay. I will expect you to do my videos and my assignments, okay? Again, it's a great tool. It's just not something that we utilize over here very much, okay? Because I like to go over the explanations like I do in class. Okay, so 8 to 10, Google Meets are on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30. You can contact me through email or Clever. You'll get a video daily and an assignment or a flip grid. Get your work done every day. okay? If you have questions, please email me, okay? If you're concerned about something or want to know something or need extra help, message me and let me know, okay? We can set up a Google Meet anytime between that 8 and 10 time period to help you out, okay? That's what I'm here for. That's why I've got that time, okay? So please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Okay, so now let's look. I want to show you what the website looks like. So I'm going to click on here. This is, oh, that's the ed puzzle. There's the assignment. Okay, so to do the assignment, you click on the link. You're going to begin with Google. Sign in. And then the first thing you're going to see is it's going to have a box for your name. You're just going to put in your name every time. I know you signed in with Google. I know it gave you all the information. You already put your name on there, but I want you to put it on the worksheet too. That way when I print it out for documentation and stuff, I have your name on there first and last. Of course, it should be capitalized, but that's okay. Then you'll do the assignments. You notice on this we're talking fractions, so it doesn't look, it looks different. So you have a top and a bottom. So I'm just going to put in a couple little answers so we can Two-thirds. There we go. So I put a couple answers in. You finish all of your answers. When you're finished, you can hit save for later if you need to go finish up and move on to something else because you got to go or whatever. Hit save for later. It'll save all your progress, and then you can come back and finish it later. But if you've finished, you click I'm done. Now, it tells me this worksheet has not been completed. Are you sure you want to submit it? So if you accidentally hit I'm done and you haven't finished the worksheet, hit cancel and it'll go away, okay? But I'm gonna hit okay because I'm gonna say I'm done. Hit okay. It tells you the worksheet submission succeeded, okay? If you don't see that, that means you did not submit your work, okay? And then you scroll to the top, and I only did, 4 problems, but I made a 30 on it, okay? Now, here's what you need to know. When you finish a worksheet like this, and it tells you made a score less than 70, you need to email me or send me a message on Clever asking me to reopen it. And you have to tell me what specifically the assignment is. So, like this one was actually named, 12-7, reducing fractions, because I always assign it by the date. So you will say, Ms. Rochelle, can you reopen the 12-7 reducing fractions again because I made below a 70? And then I will email you back or message you back in Clever and say, done. Let me know when you're finished, okay? If you let me know when you're finished, then I know to go back and check it to see what your grade was so that I can fix it in the grade book if it's a grade I took in the grade book, okay? But anything below a 70 you can redo, but you have to message me, okay? I'm not going to automatically open up everything because y'all have to take the initiative, because if I reopen it and then you don't know it or you don't respond to my email, then it shows that you've not finished it, and that could give it a 0, and you don't want that. Okay? All right. So now it's done. I've submitted my work on there. Then you can go into Google Classroom and mark it as completed. Okay? All right. Here's an ed puzzle. Ed puzzles. I'm going to start this one over because I started it earlier. So here's the ed puzzle. It opens up looking like this. And, of course, you can make your screen bigger. So the first thing it says is take notes in your journal. So this was just a note. I'm telling you this is that I needed you to keep up with it. So you hit continue. Here we go. All right. It's going to read. It's going to talk. I'm talking. You're going to pause it if you need to pause it to take notes. And then it's going to go until it gets to one of these dots. When it gets to one of the dots, that's where there's a question or a note from me. In this case, I asked a question. What is the top number of a fraction called? The answer is numerator. I've already done that one. So I'm going to hit continue, and then it goes back to the video again. And it's going to go through the video until it gets to the next dot. What is the bottom number of a fraction called? It's called the denominator. And I'm going to submit it, hit continue, and it goes back to the video. Okay? So every time there's one of these dots, that's either going to be a question or a note from me. Okay? You, unfortunately, or fortunately, can't skip through the video like I can. When you get the assignment, you have to watch the entire thing. Okay? I'm just putting something random. All right, so I can move on. Now, you have to watch the video all the way to that last second. Otherwise, it does not give you the full credit. Okay? So, watch the video, answer the questions, play it all the way to the end. On the worksheet, make sure that you get your worksheet turned in and submitted on. Let me see. Make sure you get it turned in and submitted. And then, let me find one. When you have your grade, the grade that you get, if I take grades on it, it will be graded and put in the grade book. Sometimes it does not give you it'll say it's wrong even though it's right. Don't stress out about it because I always go back and check them. I don't take the grade that it gives you at face value because if it's in words, if the question or the answer is words, if you don't type it exactly like I do it, even with numbers, sometimes if you put a space and I don't, it'll count it wrong. It's okay. I always go back and I check it. Okay? So if you actually have the same numbers that I have, then you'll get credit for it. So don't worry. Okay? But if you make below a 70 and you want to redo it, but you think that you got it right, tell me that when you message me. Say, Ms. Rochelle, can you please look at my work and make sure that this is my grade? And if so, reopen it. And I will always get back to you. Okay? All right. Well, if you have any questions, please email me. Send me a message on Clever. And I hope you have a great holiday. And I will see you back January 6th.